Hello YouTube, this is Loyal to Law once again, and this time this is going to be a talking video. I'm just sharing to you some of the thoughts that have been bothering me for quite some time, and honestly, this is going to be a video where it's going to be all truth, and by all truth I mean I'm telling this in a very loving way, and I'm not demeaning anyone or anything. Just telling the truth as it is, and if it really offends you, that's because your belief against truth is wrong, so you have to adapt with the truth. And I'm talking about martial arts, um, of course. And for most of us, we're subscribed to a lot of YouTube channels that are fitness related. And by fitness related, I mean you're subscribed to um, YouTube channels that give you good workouts and good nutrition videos where you learn a whole lot of cooking and what to eat, what not to eat, and all those kinds of stuff. But when it comes to the bottom line of this is that there is no one correct way of making you fit, so to speak, because unlike most athletes, say a basketball player or a soccer player, football player, there are specific videos where when they subscribe to that video, that channel will specifically give you workouts and nutrition basing on the needs that you must attain or that you must have in order for you to meet that quota as a basketball, soccer, or football athlete. And you're going to see that they have specific exercises for all of those athletes. But the problem is, we martial artists, especially self-defense specialists, are also athletes. And when I say that, I really believe that normal people can't defend themselves unless they do natural movements like the swinging type motion, um, and unless they have specific training. So us are like normal people, except that we have a specific training when it comes to doing self-defense or combat. And the problem with that is there is no specific YouTube channel, as I said, that would help us in working out or specifically train a helicopter. Specifically train for us to be fit in our expertise, unlike the athletes that you see, especially in other YouTube channels. And so what happens is we tend to find research on our own, find other YouTube channels that we can subscribe to. I personally am subscribed to some of the YouTube channels that have met the things that I need to improve on, say explosiveness, athleticism, and I'm even subscribed to some of the fitness videos or fitness channels or workout channels that bring me back to the basics of doing workouts. And so that's our main dilemma as martial artists. We have to constantly research, constantly find, and sometimes constantly improve, or should I say tweak, some of the workouts in order to fit our training routine. And so when finding a fitness regimen or when finding a workout regimen that you would want to do or need to do, you need to be very specific, because unlike other athletes out there, it's really hard for us martial artists and self-defense specialists to focus on one area, because as a martial artist you are required, and it's a natural high standard, as we all know. Even though you're a specialist, say you're a grappler, you're a striker, you're a weapon specialist and all that kinds of stuff, there's a natural regard for us martial artists to be an overall self-defense specialist, even though you're um, practicing or training for the ring, for sports like competitions, you are still regarded or called upon to be an overall martial artist in being able to do a whole lot of things. So in training on something, you have to be very specific, but you do, let me rephrase that. If you're going to train on something very specific that you need to improve on, do not mainly focus on that you're going to be a specialist on that and disregard the rest. And yeah, it's hard. And I admit that I have some weaknesses myself when it comes to martial arts training, but do I just focus on those weaknesses and disregard my strengths? No, I still need to improve on those strengths. And so, aside from subscribing and finding other YouTube videos, which I know there's a whole lot, and YouTube channels about fitness and whatnot, um, you have to set a specific goal for yourself. So there's a high regard where or you're called on as a martial artist or a self-defense specialist to be good at everything, but there's also your goal as a martial artist on what you want to do, what you need to improve on um, the strength that you want to marginalize in order for you to, should I say, use um, in case of emergency or as your as part of your muscle memory. So yeah. So for all of us out there, martial artists, this is also an encouragement video. So I'm going to say it right here, right now. Don't be discouraged. Don't be frustrated if you're weak on one aspect and you're strong on the other. And if you're strong on one aspect of the martial arts, that doesn't mean that you have to concentrate on that. As an overall martial artist, I encourage everyone, even a martial arts specialist or a self-defense specialist, to practice everything. Um, some may argue that you should not include forms in practice. Some may argue that um, sparring is not that important since you're practicing on inanimate objects. And some may argue that you should not do the modern way of working out, where you go to the gym. You should not do that. But I I understand all those views, but I also ask them to see the other side of the coin, where all of these aspects, because there's no specific training guide for martial artists out there, all of these aspects contribute to a martial artist as a whole, whether it be strength training, whether it be speed, whether it be muscle size, whether it be muscle memory, whether it be awareness, whether it be doing forms, or whether it be doing competition. Because as athletes, it's harder for us to uh, first find time to train, and second is to work out for ourselves on our specific area. And we can't just work out in the gym using our martial arts stances and our martial arts techniques. No, because even though we don't intend, or it was not our intention to do so, people will see us as boasting and all that stuff, being egoistic and doing martial arts in front of them, whatnot. So that'll be my thoughts on martial arts and fitness. So as to what you eat, well, just research on that, on the foods that you take, because there are some foods that um, will slow you down, um, especially as a martial artist and really in a self-defense situation. For sports competitors, martial arts competitors like the MMA, UFC, or even point sparring, you already know the foods that you should take in order for you to uh, fully utilize your strengths in doing those competitions. But for self-defense specialists, it's a bit harder. So you have to be very careful on the foods that slow you down, and you have to research further. I can't give any specifics because my take, or should I say my research, works for me, but that doesn't mean that it works for everyone. And so that's that. And I hope that this has enlightened you a bit as a martial artist when it comes to doing fitness, workouts, and nutrition. Because remember, you're an athlete. Martial artists are athletes. There are a lot of martial artists out there who are good in martial arts before, but they're they're not showing that when they age. And there's a specific person that really encouraged me to maintain my fitness level, or at least improve them slightly every day, and staying on the line of being fit as a martial artist. And that would be Sifu Chau. And Sifu Chau is a terrific man. He's a really good martial artist out there, and he's one of the few masters that I really commend and salute, because not only does he talk the talk, but he also walk the walk, and you could literally see on the things that he can do, even at his age. And so, as a youngster, for him, he's my inspiration, and also one of the reasons why I'm careful when it comes to my fitness. And so, that's that. Have any other thoughts? I know that this video is long. If you have any other thoughts, comment below, or make a video response to add additional thoughts. Discussion video, yes. And if you want to tag yourselves in answering this video, go ahead. And just like to spread the word out there. And because there are a whole lot of other martial artists out there who don't know that they're athletes yet. And even though they do, they forgot that they're martial artists all throughout their lives. And they should continue to live with that expectation. So, thank you so much. God bless you all. Always train safe and take care.